Hey guys, thank you for joining me. I think I have like the weirdest lighting setup right now. I don't know which is better. This kind of looks deadly or like I'm weird. And this kind of has like a mixture of two lights. So the light coming from my ceiling is yellowish, and the light coming from, believe it or not, this is kind of depressing, but it's called a sad lamp. The light coming from my sad lamp is kind of like bright white. So I don't know. I don't know which one I'm going to stick with here. Might stick with this. Yeah, even though it's a mixture of lights. Okay. Hi there. Welcome to my video. Uh, I'm having a lonely fall, so I just wanted to make a video, even if I'm just talking to myself. Uh, my last video, which was basically connected to my first video, got basically no traction. So I've been sitting here pondering the mysteries of YouTube and trying to figure out why that is. And I have no idea. So the first video I made very much like off the cuff. And so I was thinking maybe if I just make another video like that, some people will watch it. And then I'll have some people to talk to, or I'll just feel like I interacted with the world somewhat. In the last video, I talked about how I had a midterm literally the next day. I think I nailed it. It felt really good. So if anyone cared about that, that's my good news. And yeah, fall is really getting on so fast, and it's depressing. So I think that's what I'm going to talk about, how different Halloween and fall is since, or from when I was a kid, and how I'm not really sure if I can ever really get that magic back, or if it's just kind of like part of growing up. I feel like, well, yeah, I would like anyone's opinion on that. I've mentioned it, but I'm about to be 28. Sad fact. Sitting here with my sad lamp, telling you sad facts. And I feel like for a lot of people my age, and a little bit younger and a little bit older, Halloween is sort of like a party season, and I respect that. You know, you get together with friends and have some drinks and all that. Well, I don't drink, and the circumstances of my past decade have made it so that I'm basically geographically close to none of my friends. My high school friend group, all of my friends went on and did something very annoying, which has become stupidly successful and highly educated, and then go on all over the place to do these highly successful, educated things that they're doing. Which, no, I'm actually very happy for them. But they all mostly get together via gaming online, and that's another thing I just don't enjoy. And I'm kind of starting to feel like a little bit of a killjoy, or just wondering why I don't really enjoy things as much as I used to. I do enjoy some things, like making this video right now is kind of entertaining. And I like nature. I like writing. I like reading. But a lot of these things aren't very sociable or easy to like socialize with or while doing. And I've just found it really difficult in this past little while to like make new friends and make new social connections. So part of the result of that is that Halloween after Halloween comes and goes, and I'm just like, I don't know. I don't really know what to do with myself. When I was little, I had the disfortune of having a much older sister who kind of inappropriately, or like, it wasn't good. She would make me watch a lot of horror movies, or like she'd be babysitting and really nasty horror movies would be on. So just like some off the top of my head, Wolf Creek, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Hills Have Eyes, The Leprechaun. So silly sounding. But as a kid, every single one of these was equally terrifying. Yeah, anyways, that's a whole other topic. But also, I'm trying to stop lip smacking. That comes across so clearly on this microphone, and I hate it. So, all right, I'm committing to not lip smacking once for the rest of this video. So part of the effect of having seen so many horrible horror movies, not saying they're actually horrible, but to me as a kid, they were, is that over time I've become completely desensitized to them, it seems. Oh, The Ring, that's another one. That one really messed me up as a kid. I hated it. The idea, because as a kid you have like a really active imagination, and I felt like because I watched the video in the movie, you know how it's like people who watch that video of the well girl end up dying in 7 days or something. I was very convinced that was going to happen to me, and it didn't. So that's good. But over time, over the years, I've become, not much of a. I can't really get into horror movies. I feel like maybe to cope with having to see so many of them, I eventually just developed this hyper awareness that they're like a set. It's just a show or a set. And minus the jump scares that are like really surprising, so then it's just kind of a physiological reaction. Minus that, I can't really get too spooked. And I also can't really get. I kind of just lip smacked. Okay. I also can't really get too into them. So, no drinking, no partying. Don't really do horror movies, or like can't get the same spook feeling out of them that a lot of people do. And I'm on a street where there's like, we got literally one trick-or-treater last year. So, yeah, it's sad. Yeah. I mean, I also like live without any of my family. So I'm just kind of isolated in that sense. I'm not trying to woe is me. I'm just trying to figure it out, you know? I'm going through the list. I don't know what to do for Halloween. I guess I could drive to like not to be disrespectful, but drive to a graveyard at night one time and get my spooks that way. But when I was in college years ago for a program that I didn't finish, there was a graveyard like abutting the campus, and the graveyard was a super common hangout spot for all of the people on residence, just because it was private and nearby. And so again, I kind of got completely acclimated to graveyards at all hours of every day, and it didn't really scare me after a while, because that's like literally where people would go to have chats and be young and wild and free. So kind of ruined that. I was watching a true crime documentary, but that just makes me feel gross. Like true crime stuff, you know, it's not fun really. It's kind of just like, oh, humans can be really shitty people, and that's not the same vibe as when I was a kid and I was like dressed up as a pirate or something and getting the heebie-jeebies from the guy on the porch that I'm trick-or-treating from, and I think like, oh, is that scarecrow a real person, or is it just a fake scarecrow? And then it turns out it's a real person. I go, wow, yeah, that's kind of what I'm missing. But if that happened now, I'm telling you, it wouldn't scare me one bit. I am completely immune. I mean, again, it depends, but I'm pretty sure I'd just be like, ah, nice. Basically, my nervous system has ruined Halloween for me. Got to get spooked again. Yeah, so that's some of what I was thinking. What else? Yeah, I mean, barely anyone watched my last Twilight video, so I don't know whether to like talk Twilight or if I don't know how to put it. It's like, who am I updating? Myself? Could be. But yeah, still working through that, and maybe I'll watch the Twilight movies again. That could be fun. I hope they're available. Sometimes streaming services do this thing where they like cycle movies between being for rent and being not. So like, you know how on streaming services now, because everything's getting terrible, a lot of the movies are just for rent, and often for really high prices, instead of being available just for streaming free. Sometimes they'll put things for rent when they're in demand, and it is officially well into hoa season. So I'm hoping that they didn't do that to Twilight, because that'd just be another damper on this season. Yeah, kind of wish vampires were real. That would do it. A real vampire breaking into my house. That would give me the heebs and the jeebs. That's about it. Still figuring out how I want to how many videos I want to make on the channel, or what I want to talk about. Really, as you can tell by this video, it's kind of like a journal to a degree. And I'm hoping to find people who like the kind of stuff I like and like watching me, I guess. Because I tend to ramble and talk a lot, and I know it's not everyone's style. But I hope your Halloween is being less lonely than mine and more fun. I'll figure it out. I still got what? I changed my watch face. Oh yeah. Okay, it's the 19th. Still got 12 days until the day, or 11 days till the day, depending on how you want to look at it. And I'm sure that won't fly by like it's nothing, and then that'll just be that. I'm sure it'll totally not do that. I gotta figure out a way to make it not do that. I don't know what I'm looking around for. What object in this room can make time slow down? I don't have one. Turns out, time dilator absent. That's something I have. I got these fake candles, but they're actually for Christmas. But tell me they're not sick. So that's something. Turn that off. Ooh, oh, I kind of like this. I should have done this lighting the whole time. Wow, way better. Okay, maybe I'll make another video in this lighting. It's kind of groovy. Let me know which lighting was your favorite. Okay, I'm officially going to stop this now. This is sad. Have a good one, guys. And I hope to see you on the next one. If anyone even saw this one. Bye.